So, Bud, your last year at Q School, if I remember, you're right about on the number. You're gonna make it. And the last
Yep.
hole, I think, was a par 5, and you're up there close to the green and 2.
17th hole.
And the rut was so thick.
That was
Okay,
the
so
17th hole.
And
I'm
looking
sorry.
for your ball. Everyone's out there looking for it because they know how important it is, and everyone kind of golfers help each other, and everyone's looking. And I don't remember it was you or your caddy, but you bumped it in the rough,
I did.
and you had to take the
Here's the
penalty,
deal.
and you end up missing by 1.
We ended up, because back then, I ain't even honest. I don't know what it is now, but back then it was 6 rounds over 2 golf courses. So this was the third time that I'd played this golf course. And every time I'd hit too much club in on my second shot on this par 5. Well, I'd hit my second shot good, and the pin was on the front, but there's a front right bunker right there and a front left bunker. Well, walking up to it, I hit it good, and I'd been long every time so far. So I'm thinking it's either in this bunker or just over it. Well, as I'm walking up, and I remember like it happened yesterday because I've had nightmares about this shit. As I'm walking up, I'm looking at the bunker. I'm not looking at the rough in front of me. I'm looking at the bunker. I don't see it. And as I get up to the edge of the bunker, I turn to walk around the bunker, and I feel something hit my foot. I look down, and it's my ball. First thing I do is I just put my head in my hands, and the guy that's like my second father, he's over on the left side of the green. He comes running over there, and he goes, "What happened?" I said, "I need an official." And he goes, "What happened?" I said, "I think I kicked my ball." He goes, "Well, did anybody see it?" I said, "No, just me." He goes, "Well, don't say nothing." I said, "No, that's not me." I said, "I need an official to find out what I need to do." Well, finally, an official comes up, and he was one of the officials from the Corn Nationwide, whatever tour it was at the time. And he'd already kind of heard on the radio what had happened. So he was one of the officials that absolutely loved me. And he comes pulling up, and you could see that he was already somewhat depressed because he knew what the ruling was going to be, knowing that I'm on the cut line. And sure enough, we sit there and talk a minute. He goes, "Well, where was your ball?" I said, "Honestly, I don't remember. I don't know. I just know I felt something hit my foot, and I saw my ball move." He goes, "Okay. It was in this general area?" He said, "Yes." Or I said, "Yes." He said, "All right, you got to drop it here with a 1-shot penalty." Still to this day, knowing that I was on the cut line, still probably one of the greatest up and downs of my career, because after that, I still got that ball up and down to make par on that par 5, parred the last hole. I'm thinking I'm in. All the rules officials are thinking I'm in. They said, "Bud, if you want to, go ahead and go upstairs and sign your paperwork and go ahead and get it out of the way." And I said, "Okay." I said, "But," I said, "can I have me a couple of drinks to kind of unwind from this before I go up there just so I know it's final?" They said, "Yeah, go ahead." Well, by the time I got done having my drinks and I needed to unwind, that number had already moved that extra shot, so I ended up missing by 1, and I called a penalty on myself that nobody else knew about on the 17th hole, the 6th round of final stage of Q School.